Hey, my name's Devon. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers recently, and most of them came from our adoption videos. And I just want to thank you guys for the comments and the questions you've given us. It means a lot to Ryan and I, and it's been some powerful mojo. Really do appreciate it. I'm working on 2 new adoption videos. One of them is how I told my adoptive family that I found my biological family. What were their reactions? How did the 2 families interact with each other? Both early on and now that it's been 20 years. And the second adoption video I'm working on actually came about during a recent family trip that I took with the biological family. It was me, Ryan, our sister, and our father, and all of our spouses and kids. When we got there, our birth father surprised us with having a bunch of photographs of family, which I love looking at, and trying to figure out who's who and how I'm related to them. But he also included the first letter that I wrote to him after we got connected. So for those that don't know, we found each other through an adoption registry. His name was on there, and when I added my name, they made the match. Now, they don't immediately just send out contact info to both parties. You have to go through several steps, and one of those steps, the very first step actually, is to write letters to each other. Now in those letters, you can't put your last name, and you can't put the city that you're living in. They don't want you to be able to connect without going through all these steps. So in that first letter, I included a bunch of photographs, and then I sent it to the agency. They made sure I abided by the rules, and then they forwarded it on to him. So he had that very first letter that I sent to him. So I'll share that with you. And there's actually a lot with that letter that I would have changed, so I'll go over that as well. So once again, thanks for the comments. Really appreciate that. And be on the lookout for those 2 adoption videos. Today, this is going to be a chore video. I need to do some work on getting our rainwater harvesting system in place. I need to wrap 3 of our totes. We now have 4 totes. I need to wrap 3 of those to keep the sunlight from getting in because you don't want anything growing in there. So I need to work on that. I also need to do some measurements and figure out exactly where these totes are going to go. So I got to get going. It's already very steamy out here. We're going to have a heat index up into the, how do you say it, the teens, the 100 teens? Anyway, north of 110. And man, there's just no breeze. It still really feels gross. So I need to get going here. Okay. Hey guys, sorry for the poor lighting. The sun is just now trying to come out, but the lighting inside the shipping containers is out because our solar system is currently turned off. We haven't relocated the solar panel since making the shed. The plastic that I'm gonna be wrapping the totes in, I didn't buy the right size. I meant to get wider. So dang, hopefully this works. It may be a little tight, we'll see. But I'm gonna give it a shot on this first one, and then we'll play it by ear from there. Okay, I think this plastic is more than wide enough. In fact, now that I think about it, it would probably be a little bit easier if it was wider, but come on, I've wrapped Christmas presents. I know this is gonna work just fine. One thing to note, if you're trying to do this, do not do this inside a shipping container. Do it in your garage. Hey, another tip is luckily this plastic, the black plastic, has a seam going right down the middle. So I'm gonna match that up with the seam that's on the bottom of the tote. So we'll be nice and centered. Yeah, using that seam as a guide on the plastic is great. You can see it's right down the center of that exit pipe. I do need to cut out a little slit for that so that this will sit flat over here. But I'm feeling good about it. Oh, I thought I was recording that whole time. That's funny. Anyway, getting it done, almost done with one side. Well, it's actually the 5th side of 6, right? Think of a die. I just need to close up this side, flip it over, get that side, and then we're done. Definitely the right size plastic. Couldn't imagine going wider. All right, the corners are rounded, so you know if you're wrapping a present, you got nice crisp corners on the boxes, it's a breeze. But you get these oblong kind of strange shapes, and then it's difficult. So these round corners make it a little bit difficult. Difficult to make it perfect, how about that? Okay, this is going really well. That looks messy, that's just the last side. I have not started on it yet, so I gotta fold, tuck. All right, that bad boy is wrapped. But piece of cake. No sunlight's gonna get in that. That's the main key. I'm just waiting for something to snag and slip this whole thing up. So far, so good. All right. Woo! Oh yeah. Heck yeah. One down, 2 to go. It's easy enough. Just takes time and sweat to get it done. Anyway, all right, I gotta knock these other 2 out. Okay, dynamite. I am spent. I mean, I'm just drenched. I can barely open my eyes. I got all 3 done though. I got this one that's gonna be on the mobile base, and then I got the 2 in there. Measured, we do have enough space between these posts, so I think I'm gonna run this by Ryan. I think we may build a platform and put both of those on there side by side, and then we'll connect them via plumbing. It'll be in the back, so that's where obviously the gutter is. Gutter will go right in. That's also where we park this mobile one. So it'll be real easy to fill up the mobile and hit it. Thanks for watching this far. I really appreciate it. Please give us a thumbs up. That really, really helps. YouTube takes a look at the interaction between the video and the people watching it. So thanks a lot for that. I feel like this camera is a little crooked. You know what? I'm not going to redo it. I'm going to get some water and find some airflow. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Anyway, I got to get cracking.